I wish that went on forever. You play it loop over and over and over again. I could do it again. Wait.
Gotta have fun.
That's my favorite. I have both parts of it. Wait. Okay. Wait. That's when you shouldn't. So that's when you don't buy the stock, and then the first one's when you want to buy the stock. So there you go. Man, people take this stuff too seriously. Everyone's quitting YouTube. It's all a hot mess. How are you doing?
You're doing all right. It's like you never left vacation.
I'm wearing all my swag still.
Very nice.
I know. I had to take a day to figure out what was going on. Yeah. I barely follow things when I'm on vacation. So
that's all good.
Much. Yeah. I don't
know.
Yeah. Virginia is very fun. I always like Virginia. But
how was the traffic as far as like from point A to point B for you?
Well, you don't live on the East Coast, so
no. But I used to live over in Delaware.
It's all Jersey
related. Oh, it's Jersey. Yeah, everyone.
Jersey's the only. Well, it's kind of funny though because like that peninsula. Okay, you lived in Delaware.
Yeah.
Route 13.
Yep.
It just goes forever.
Yeah.
That peninsula, and you're like, you look at a map, and that peninsula where Delaware, Maryland, Virginia is.
Yep.
You're like, it doesn't look that big on a map, but then like, obviously maps aren't scaled, right?
Yep.
It's a 2-dimensional map of a globe. They're not scaled appropriately. That peninsula looks really small. Man, you're on it for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Driving that effing peninsula, one road, and it's like 50 miles an hour traffic lights.
Yep.
Oh. And then you get to Jersey and it's freaking bumper to bumper traffic, even on a Saturday at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. Like in my area, like 3 o'clock on a Saturday, there's no traffic. You might see 2 cars on the highway. So
yeah, whenever I wanted to like do a trip, like I'd have to screw up my sleep schedule, take extra leave, and readjust my sleep schedule, just like trying to avoid the traffic. It was.
I know people say go at night, but I have little kids, so to get them up at like 2 a.m. to drive,
nightmare.
And I don't particularly like driving places I'm not familiar with at night.
Yeah,
I'd rather not drive on New Jersey highways in the dark.
Yeah,
so you do what you can.
Yeah, I respect that.
We won't be driving that far again though. It was 11 hours, so I'll be going to beaches closer to me next time. But fun time. I did meet Strongman.
Hey,
watching. I don't think I said that was or not wasn't, but yeah, we had dinner one night.
Very nice.
So that was fun. So he is bigger than Graham. I always wonder how tall people are when you meet them. I'm like 6 feet. I'm almost 6 feet tall. He's about the same size as me. So
very cool.
But I had some whiskeys and beer. Well, I had whiskey. He had just beer. So. I gave him a fine bottle of New York Finger Lakes wine. Nothing but the finest. Well, I like the winery, so.
Yep.
Yeah, he started making fun of dividends. I said BT's trash. We jumped over the table at each other. We got kicked out. Kind of sucked. No, just kidding.
Can't get the army out of the man.
No. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, the only thing, it's like kids, you have to. Like I had my kids with me, and he had to go get them. What can you do? Otherwise, tear up the Norfolk is fun though. I mean, in that area, it's Virginia Beach, Norfolk is where we were, and I gotta say, I really like Norfolk. Somebody on Discord lives in Norfolk. It was funny. They were showing me pictures of where they're working, which was like right where I was. So I did a boat tour of the Norfolk area. And you get to see all the military facilities. There were 2 super carriers in port, and there were a bunch of Aegis cruisers. Oh, there was a lot of stuff to see. It was fun. So I had a good time. But
very cool.
Yeah. Restaurants and breweries are everywhere down there. It's just like New York. So food's great where I went, which some places you go on vacation, food sucks balls.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like I can tell you, Rhode Island's beautiful, but the food sucks. Like, so.
Yeah. It's funny like how big America is and how many like quiet little great places there are. Like
I mean, I've been the only state on the East Coast I've not been to the beach is Georgia, which I don't even know if they have a beach because it's only a little.
Yeah.
It's like Shenandoah, or is it Shenandoah or something? I've not been there yet, so been to all the other places. Oh well.
Yep.
So I bored people. I'm posting vacation photos because I effing can. So to all of you, I don't have to.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I don't see why not.
But I don't know what I missed last week. I was kind of semi-following things. I don't know. Sure thing.
Yeah, my work picked up a little bit, so I was I've been a little bit out of the loop somewhat, but you know, just another fun day in the markets.
Hi, God.
Yep.
I always get what is some people have different names on YouTube.
Yeah.
I just put my kids to bed before this. That's why I do these at 9, because I put them to bed at like 8:30. We moved their beds today. That was fun.
Oh.
That's it. 10x oil stuck. Hey, we're friggin' the XOP was 143 when we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and now it's at 148. So there you go. That is what, like a 4% gain in 2 weeks.
Moving markets over here.
Hey, if you annual, that's like a 3.4% gain. If you annualize that, that's pretty impressive. People.
Yeah.
So, boom, that's what you get with this trash YouTube channel. So.
Swing traders over here.
I mean, I've been following energy for a bit. I do think energy is going to be a good move for the second part of the year potentially. So, I bought like 10 shares of XOP before vacation. So, I made a very small play into it. So, I don't know. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 103. Oh my God. If friggin' oil goes that high, I will be crying.
Oh.
My stock investments do not equal the pain I would suffer from that. Burry is shorting the market. Do this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we need like a shocked face.
So I had that picture saved for the next time Burry it's like Elmo on fire. But I had like I don't have it. But the one I used in the thumbnail, I've had that photo ready to go for a while, and I was waiting for friggin' Burry to do his stupid moves where everyone like freaks out about them. Oh, well. Well, we can get into it.
Yeah. Alrighty, kicking off right here.
Wait, where am I? Yeah. So
Scion.
There he is. Here is Scion Capital, and you can see.
Yep.
Friggin' his whole portfolio is basically just puts on the whole market. So, are you scared? What do you think?
I'm not. I like stereotypically Burry's early, and this just seems off. Like I haven't like really tried to look into like how his portfolio is constructed, or at least based off the last filings. But like, wow, that just seems like weird behavior.
People forget because he was right once in his life.
Yeah.
So he was right once. But other than that, one time he was right during the 08, the housing crisis. Like he's been wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Or just like not like he's been wrong or just mediocre.
Oh,
maybe it's a better way to say it. Hopefully you didn't hear my TV the whole time. but, I don't know. Like, do people like really? I think people put videos because he's well known and it gets clicks. I think we've said before, like, there's really nothing that relevant about like. I don't get anything from him. I don't follow I only hear about it when YouTube people make videos on it. So
yeah, like his. If you like the idea of like dumpster diving, so to speak, as some would call it, some of his long positions might give you some ideas, but that's really about it, maybe. Yeah, like this if you took away the name and showed me this portfolio, I would think to myself, what type of trading are you doing? Like, are you comfortable with your Greeks and how they would go against you if you're wrong?
Like, you remember when he just had Geo? He sold his whole
Yeah.
portfolio. I think he was literally just screwing with people because he's, I'm sure, well aware that people cover his holdings.
Yeah.
Like Joseph Carlson, every time the super investors do their filings, he does a video. Maybe he did today, I don't know. But yeah, I think like that Geo, when he just owned Geo and everyone was freaking out. Oh, what is? I think he was just screwing with us. I think he just plays around. He's already got the bag secured, so
yeah.
But so, anyways, this was what I said. So I've had this for months and months, and I've been waiting for a Michael Burry doom and gloom prediction. That's why I made it in the thumbnail. I think it's glorious.
That is glorious.
I wanted to stick his fucking face on it. So there you go. That's entertainment. Okay, but on a serious note, like, so the dude's wrong all the time. He friggin' so in the height of 21 or near the end of the COVID run, he started shorting ARK and Tesla. So, and treasuries, and he didn't do very well on those because nothing crashed like that severely. And he closed them before it really got bad in 2022. Yeah. So he was wrong on this because this is 21. So you're like, oh, he's a genius. But he didn't time it right. So he missed the boat on that.
Yeah.
And then do people forget he was shorting the market earlier this year also? February 2023, he closed it. So during the big run earlier this year, he was shorting the market also. And there's more examples I could pull. So I mean, he's not some wizard with this stuff. He was right once, and it was a long time ago. So I don't know. It'd be the equivalent to me of like saying Buffett's a great investor only because of Cease Candy. Like 60 years ago. Like, calm down, people. So
it would be very incomplete, and we're only focusing on a narrow sample set for sure.
But I got my thumbnail out of it, so there you go. I'm happy. So, I don't really care.
The best value.
Stronger, shorter than Graham. Graham is like, I've heard he's like 5'5" or something.
Oh, really?
Graham Stephan.
Yeah.
There any
energy ETFs? Huh.
I mean, the big one is give me a second.
Yep.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. This is the S&P 500's energy sector. To be clear for people. And it's last I checked, it was 0.1 expense ratio. It's literally just the S&P 500's energy sector.
Yeah.
So that's the way I've done it. And then I showed also, this was the other one that we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Also a State Street. XOP, which is State Street's oil and gas exploration and production.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go into the prospectus here. It's pretty.
Nah.
I could do. I don't know.
No, just some stuff for people to look into.
I like the State Street if you want to play sectors or industries, because the State Street ones are low expense ratioed.
Yeah.
Stay away from. Wait, what was it?
Was it something X? Like the company name was something X, I want to say, or something.
The Credit Suisse.
Oh no.
I'm drawing a blank here. Yeah, this thing. Okay. What's the ticker?
Excellent.
USOI. That was it. I literally remember dividend people talking about this, and I cringed so hard.
Oh, jeez.
This is the most degenerate thing. Look at this.
It's so beautiful.
It's not a stock. Okay, you're not investing in oil. You're not investing in an oil company. It's I don't even want to get into it. it's like this speculative financial instrument on oil prices. But people were buying it during the crazy run of the market, like during COVID, because the yield on it's crazy. It's pretty good. It's double-digit yield, so people were buying it. And don't do this. No. So, well, anyways, yeah. So I said I did buy. So the asking about the energy, I did buy like 10 shares of this. The other one's XLE. So those are the two State Street energy ETFs.
So there you go. Their good old resident screen capture.
He missed me drinking my Pepsi.
You know he'll come back around. He's.
I don't know why you need. It's pretty much every video I drink a Pepsi.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we can get into. That's the next topic.
So, yeah. Actually, good segue.
So, because I was starting to get onto this in July, because I noticed this story. So, yeah, obviously the OPEC is cutting production, so are the Russians.
Yep.
So, you know why they do that, people? They try and raise oil prices. So, sometimes it's for economic reasons, sometimes it's politically driven. So you can read the articles. The cuts they're pretty sizable cuts that OPEC did to oil production. This was last month.
Yeah.
So that's why I started getting interested in energy in the first place. You see OPEC plus. The plus represents Russia, I think, right?
Yeah.
And maybe somebody else.
Some Latin American countries.
Yeah, I think it might include. So they pump 40% of the crude. So they cut production. I think you said U.S. production this year hasn't really grown much. It's been pretty flat.
Yeah. Like the last I heard with a lot of the the energy producers in general, is they've been relatively disciplined. Like home builders, like they know that, hey, in the recent past, like we've been burned by overproducing. Let's produce a little bit more here and there, but like let's keep it relatively tame.
Yeah, and I own ConocoPhillips and EOG, and I know EOG's been conservative with their production this year.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them have with the interest rates and then questions of soft landings, the Fed, are we, aren't we? So they've been pretty conservative, I think. Yeah, that's what I've felt. So, it's not so easy for them to turn up their production. OPEC cuts production, but, the U.S. is not, it's not so simple for these companies to turn up the spigot on oil production. So that's why I kind of had a feeling for that. So we'll see how far it goes. You can see
1 month.
I will find. I should find a better website. So you can see oil prices. I don't know. Are we going to get to $100 a barrel?
Oh, that would be spicy. That would be annoying from a consumer standpoint. But
we could $5 a gallon gas. I mean, I am not cheering this on. That's the thing.
No.
I'm not happy if I make a little money on stocks and then it's like it goes right into freaking my cars. So
for sure.
So it's something people could be aware of. And then the other part, diesel prices have been surging.
Yeah.
Apparently, people are confident that we're doing soft landing again. Talk about the economy. So there's pressure politically and economically for energy prices to go up, is what it appears.
Yeah.
It's kind of been since July that I've been following that narrative. So something for people to look into. How you play this. I didn't buy more of my two companies. I bought XOP for this because I'm more envisioning a short-term play on that. And I didn't want to add to my long-term oil holdings necessarily.
Yeah.
So
very understandable.
That was my idea. Bullish Pepsi. Everyone knew a little Pepsi. Oh my God.
Yep.
One of my old school stocks. It's been a while since I bought any more though, but
yeah.
I try not to show CNBC news articles for people watching, because everyone shows CNBC and it kills me inside. All the YouTubers. So I'm trying to show like trade websites as best I can. So that's why I show weird websites to people, because I'm not going to show CNBC as much as I can. The other part we were talking about before, where was that chart? Oh yeah, okay.
Yep.
This was the chart. So the strategic petroleum reserve is also, and then so the other factors we talked about with oil prices, and then the petroleum reserve has been dropping, and it's at the lowest level it's been, I think they said in it's been a long time since it was this low, the strategic oil reserves of the United States. So the producers know they're going to have to refill that reserve at some point. So, the producers are like, well, why are we going to increase production to lower prices when we know the US is going to have to start buying a ton of oil from us soon? So we got a little cat and mouse game going here, right? So, and they're probably like, well, what are you going to do to us, Biden? What are you going to threaten us with? So I mean, $100 oil. There's who knows? I mean, nobody wins, to be clear.
No, for sure.
You could slightly soften the blow maybe with some investments, but I mean, no one wins unless you have Tesla, solar panel car, windmills. You make your own butter.
Dust off the old Chevrolet feet.
Yeah. Okay, that's all in. Oh, and Pepsi.
Yeah,
all
Pepsi.
In.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Pepsi ETF. Max. Oh my God, that'd be hilarious if someone did like the synthetic shorting or whatever for that TSLY, the Tesla producing ETF. Crap. I mean, CNBC just fills like it's like HGTV, I guess, right? It just fills your day, like mindless talk. I don't know. Thanks, Pepsi. I did see Kramer did Mad Money. I was listening while I was making dinner, and he did talk about a construction company. I'm drawing a blank what it was now, but for the onshoring in the US. So I was kind of surprised he mentioned that, but he might be onto it, which is kind of something I'm onto lately. So maybe we can get into that one if we have some time.
I think we might naturally, just because of the topics that we want to cover. Because there we go. Nice transition.
We'll rip through these because then we can talk. I want to hear about your idea. So this, I knew about this. So this guy posted this a week ago on Wall Street Bets. I saw it when I was on vacation, and I'm like, he's on to something, I think. So this guy, and people are like, oh, retailers are always clowns. Well, I'm like, the dude was right. And if he really did do calls on this, he was really right. So my hat's off to that guy. I love it. I love it when people like, I hope it's true. I really hope he did have calls on it. Look at that.
Yeah.
I am all about that. So if good for you. Hopefully, if you actually did this,
but, hopefully.
So we were done with the
cash out.
I was trying to figure the last 20 minutes. I'm like, did Elon Musk actually put a bid in for U.S. Steel? Like, I don't know. Do you think he did? It wasn't accepted, so we don't know if it was rejected though. But
like part of me thinks no, but at the same time, it's Elon. I wouldn't be surprised by it.
I mean, he pissed away $40 billion on Twitter. Yeah. What's another $5 billion to buy U.S. Steel just to get the ticker?
Pretty much.
I mean, $5 billion to him is like $1,000 to you, I guess. I mean, sure. Why not? Like, I guess we'll find out if he actually did put an offer in. But someone said he actually flew to Cleveland. Unconfirmed. It's freaking hilarious.
That is hilarious.
You're gonna buy Tesla stock, and this is what your CEO does. Like, God. But
everything is under the X umbrella.
But we don't know. We don't know what Zuckerberg paid for Meta. Did we ever find out?
Oh,
Because
that I'm
it
not
was
sure.
it was an ETF that had that.
Yeah.
It was a Meta ETF, had that ticker. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if I don't know if I ever looked into it.
Yeah,
But he
I
bought
didn't.
it from that company for some disclosed or undisclosed amount of money. So I don't know if people are like, this does happen. People do. It's just like in football, they'll buy numbers from each other.
Yep.
If a player gets traded, and
Mhm.
you know the rookie on the team's got his number, he'll pay him like $100,000 for his number.
Yep.
So yeah, they do that for ticker symbols too. So I don't know. I don't know if he put a bid in for maybe like, I think the company that was going to buy US Steel, maybe he tried to ask them, hey, if you buy them, I want the ticker when you do the transaction because you're going to keep your ticker. So just give me the ticker.
Yeah. I
Because
still, yep.
at the same time, freaking companies just started making unsolicited bids to buy US Steel, which is, I love it. This is my favorite part of Wall Street, like investing, hostile takeover attempts and stuff. Well, it's not hostile yet.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's just a bit, but yeah.
But where you're heading down that road.
Yep.
So it's my favorite part of Wall Street when stuff like this, like companies just put bids in randomly to buy other companies. And then it can get to a point where they might even go to the shareholders directly.
Yeah.
To try and push them to make the sale happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did see that Cleveland Cliffs got turned down.
Yeah, it seems like these guys, S-Mark, are the strongest contenders. But
yeah, so S-Mark offered $35 per share. Cleveland Cliffs offer was like, it was like the same crap we got screwed that with Triton.
Oh yeah,
like $17 a share, and then like 1.25 shares of the new company. It's like it's like I hate those deals.
I hate those deals.
You either
too.
buy me out or you don't. I don't want shares of the new company, but. So it's interesting because you know, why are they trying to buy this other steel maker? Were they in trouble? Because I don't think US Steel was like in trouble.
No.
Or were they securing that they know that there's going to be a demand for steel because there's trade issues with China. We have manufacturing coming back to the US. So maybe some of the bigger boys in the space of the steel industry were trying to secure their footing for what they know is coming.
Could be. Could very well be.
You know, you're kind of reading the tea leaves on this, but this might fall into my narrative about onshoring and the whole industrialization coming back here. So, but I've said before, I don't buy steel or aluminum. I don't know. I stick to copper and oil if I'm going to look at commodities. So if anyone out there's an expert on steel, good luck to you.
The only thing that I know is like a lot of steel, especially steel that you don't see, is like it can be recycled so many times over. So like that is definitely eaten into steel like production, but you know, because the demand just has been relatively lower for new steel production, but we'll see though. Like again, if there's going to be a lot of construction near and onshoring and friendshoring, like that that probably means more demand for new steel. Yeah. Hey, Echoes is here.
Is Echoes here?
Yeah. You got shouted out by the algorithm. You're making it. You're making it.
It's all about the new name.
Oh. Yeah.
Although I found out there is a dividend investing Twitter guy. So he's not on YouTube, but there was a Dividend Dan YouTuber, but I don't think he does videos. But I don't know. I just have to unemphasize my previous name. So
naturally.
But I mean, this could be maybe next week. I need more time to prepare, but a lot of my focus right now, energy is not so much a focus. It's just I kind of made my play on oil. I don't know how much more research. A lot of my focus is on companies that'll be in the construction, housing, that it's going to be coming back here, I think, and then also companies that'll benefit from policies related to decarbonization, green technology.
Yeah.
So that's most of my efforts these days is focused on those types of investments.
Yeah.
And some people will, well, why? Well, it's like, I find it interesting to read about. So I don't have to do any of this. I could just buy the market, but I find these companies interesting. so far I've done pretty well on them. I've done pretty well with Carrier and Tran. I missed out on a few that I didn't pull the trigger on, but I don't know. I have a few. I'm maybe next week. Like the consulting and the water companies related to also water.
Yeah.
That I'm still trying to find more investments related to water security or water mitigation services, like drainage companies. Like all this stuff is coming to America. It's going to be problems that have to be dealt with. And the companies in those spaces, like it's not like software. You can't just decide just you're going to become like an engineering consulting firm.
Yeah.
And, do green projects for municipalities and bid on them. So you find I don't think there's that many companies. I'm already aware of a few, and I'm gonna have time to look at them now. But
very nice.
Yeah, we'll see. That's maybe next week.
No, that gives
I don't have my pulled up. Like I covered Jacobs Engineering or Jacobs Solutions with Andrew. I didn't have time to look at it. I've started looking at it now that I'm back home. So it did run up though since I looked at it first, which always happens.
Yeah, you picked a great person.
Before you even have time to finish looking at it, it goes up 15%.
Definitely picked a great person to collaborate with for research purposes.
Yeah, so for people like you don't necessarily have to be like, well, this Elon news is stupid or who cares about steel? It's like, okay, maybe the investment's not the steel, but the steel gives you a reading on other, what's the background on why a company's trying to buy U.S. steel.
Yeah.
So it might give you a read on other parts of the market.
Yeah, like really important. Like, I mean, I know that last I heard, Disney doesn't need to do any more heavy capex, but like, just imagine if their parks really did need to get rebuilt. That would be a serious cost that they need going forward. Like, I know it's not the current timeline, but like, it friggin' matters. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, just
that line there.
Yeah.
Should I show some vacation photos before your Haynes?
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. I think that's great.
Well, I'll show a little bit. Okay. Yeah. This is Virginia Beach. So this is my setup. I have like a whole tent setup,
Oh, very
you got to have the legit setup with the wagon. That's how you roll.
Yeah.
You don't just show up with a towel. So awesome beach. Friggin' just really fun. Virginia Beach. So a lot of fun. You can boogie board. You get some good wave action. So get right up front. This was a hike down the road, First Landing State Park. So this was a hike we did. Friggin' look these houses and look at that.
Oh yeah, yep.
Part of me is down there getting retirement ideas, and I'm looking at these houses, and I'm like, my wife and I are like, oh, because this is like an inlet behind Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
It was very quiet too. Pretty cool area. The houses here are like $800,000 to $1 million. So
very nice.
It's yeah, maybe we'll see. But beautiful area. A lot of these have like the boat jacks, so they have their own boats, and it was very quiet. So I don't know, scouting goals. And then I told you already, but for people watching, I did a tour of the Norfolk River where there's a lot of naval facilities and construction. So excellent tour. Highly recommend if you're in Norfolk. It's awesome. It's right next to the Nauticus, which is like it's like a ship museum right downtown. So this isn't a super carrier. This is one of the marine landing crafts that bring supplies. My friend was on one for 6 months. And then there's the super carriers. So this is the George Bush, and this is the Dwight Eisenhower. So I think this was the first Nimitz supercarrier, and then I think this one on the right was the last one built. So they're in dry dock, or they're in dock getting repaired. You can see all the elevators are down.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then there's another one on the other side. Yeah. So cool to walk. I mean,
oh yeah.
I've never seen one of these. It's just amazing. They're so freaking huge. I mean, 1,100 feet long, I think.
Yep. It
said 4.5 acre deck. The deck alone. It's like unreal.
Thing comes with its own post office.
Yeah. And then next to the Nauticus is the USS Wisconsin, which is one of the 4 Iowa class battleships that were actually made. They were supposed to make 6, but they didn't actually end up making the last 2.
Yeah.
So the other was what? The New Jersey, the Missouri, the Wisconsin, and I don't remember the last one.
Sure.
I'll remember it in a minute. So here's another picture of the deck. The wood, that's teak, which is so kind of interesting. It's super expensive wood, but I can tell you, man, if you're 6 feet tall, this is not. We went down. You can go two stories down. Man, if you were past 5'9", you were in trouble walking around.
Oh no!
I had to keep my head down. I would not have fit in those bunks. So freaking small, because they made these boats in the 30s.
Yeah,
people were like 5'6" back then. So. But they did bring this back for Desert Storm.
Yeah.
And there were harpoon and tomahawk attachments like all along the top.
Yeah.
Right here, you can barely see it where that tube is.
Yep.
So they did add like a bunch of missiles. So it basically just became a guided missile battleship.
Yep.
They took a lot of the older gun emplacements off when they brought it back. So these freaking this doesn't do it justice how big these freaking cannons are. Like I can't even tell you how big they are. Like 100-foot long cannons. They're shooting like cars. The artillery shells weigh like a car. So pretty cool to see.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
All right, so you want to talk about Haynes?
Yeah, Haynes Brands. I believe the ticker's HBI. The financials are not going to be pretty. There's a spoiler alert right there.
Disney talk. What more do you want to know about Disney, Echoes? I feel like I talk about Disney and PayPal every time. I'm not sure what to talk about.
Got to feed the algorithm, and then disappoint the viewers with Haynes Brand.
Yeah, I should. Disney, do this now. I don't know. I think there's going to be some big news at some point in Disney, and probably 10% in a day, and I don't know.
Alrighty. So, go ahead and feel free to take a look at the disappointment and the disgustingness.
I will talk about my decarbonization engineering firms.
Yeah.
And you will like it. Yeah, Disney. I know.
Yep.
You know, okay. I should rant about this.
Uh-oh.
Let me find this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? His name's Darren, I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Damn. Give me a second.
It's all good.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand what you need to, Kingdom's taught me.
Mm-hmm.
He showed me what I'm supposed to do. Look at the algorithm. I know how to do it. I don't look at the algorithm at all. I don't really give a shit. But here's a guy who does care. There's nothing wrong. I'm not criticizing him. I'm just saying this guy is doing exactly what you would need to do to grow your channel as a dividend channel. Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's a dividend guy. That's what he says he is. But look at his video topics, right? You remember that list I sent Fabio? I should check mark that for every creator, right? Do I have it here? I could pull it up. Yeah. So give me
It's all good.
I did it for his investing with Ashley. Fabio found. She talked about 5 of the 10 within the last month. So I did it for her. So here you go. I mean, you can just assess every channel. So let's see. Oh, he talked about Apple.
There's Apple.
There's Disney. There's PayPal. What else? He talked about SCHD, which is fine because he's a dividend guy. But like, why is he doing a PayPal video? He's a dividend investor. He does. The algorithm is telling you should do this. The algorithm is telling you should talk about Disney. So hey, good for him. He's gonna get views, but he's not doing these videos because these are good investment ideas that you should look into. I hope people. He's doing these videos because he gets paid better because of the algorithm. I mean, that's why people should pay attention to those popularity charts that I have, and you should be aware of what retail is talking about, because then you realize why certain creators talk about them. So like you should follow like Buzz or something, and you should understand what retail are interested in if you're going to invest. So because then you can understand, does he really give a shit about it? Probably not. He just wants the views, or Disney.
Yeah.
I don't know. So everybody who does dividends is realty income.
No, yeah, of course.
You do it.
Yeah, if you're going to talk about any REIT, it's probably realty income.
I'm sure this will change. You can find stuff like this where people do assessments of retail. And I mean, every hedge fund, I'm sure, has a person that tracks like keystroke comment, like keywords, right?
Yep.
For certain videos. So there it is.
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, what about Haynes?
Okay. So
do you want to pull up the investor presentation?
You don't have to if you don't want to. I haven't even listened to the most recent earnings call, but I heard that they avoided a specific topic, which we will eventually get into. But as a certain kingdom of finance would say, this is trash, and I'm inclined to agree with them. The reason why I mentioned Haynes Brands though is because it is I think it's an opportunity for people to learn in real time. Something at least a little interesting in the financial space, because Haynes Brands has 5%, like 5% ownership of it is from an activist investor. I believe it's called Barrington Capital Group. Yeah, Barrington Capital Group. I've Kale actually in the comment section mentioned this if I was able to find out more about them, and yes, I was. Turns out that do you remember, Dan, of Olive Garden and their misadventures with an activist investor, where someone pounded the tables, basically saying like, we don't even use salt in our pasta, like for pasta water.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he say don't put salt in the pasta because it was ruining the pots too fast?
Yeah, ultimately that's what Olive Garden's then management said at the time. And
Mhm.
and Olive Garden, to my knowledge, like last I heard, like they reverted back to that. Well, it turns out that Barrington Capital Management Group, or Barrington Capital, is that guy is the same guy that's trying to make a move on Haynes. We got to see from a distance, at least, a little bit of what happens with when an activist investor tries to shake things up. Because Haynes brand, the brands, they are what they are. Your underwears, t-shirts, simple stuff. They also have, I think they own like Wonder Bra. Some like older apparel company stuff. Like I'm not here to champion these guys or make them out into something that they're not. But last I saw, my aggregator could be lying to me, but like they had a gross profit margin of like roughly 30-ish%, but their SG&A just like killed their net income, like just horrendous. And that's one of the things that that Barrington Capital is mentioning.
I mean, you can profit margin just gone,
ugly
gone completely. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. The fun stuff though is, and I've started to notice this a little bit more frequently. I believe it's one of the changes of beneficial ownership form over in SEC. If you go to like SEC Edgar, you don't have to do this, but for the people watching, if you take a look at like transactions, or basically stock-based comp, there's a thing called phantom stock, and I've started to see it be more and more common. Now, the amount, not all that much, but this could be a trend where we need to consider SPC not just from like say a cash flow perspective, or like just shares, like diluted shares being a thing. We also need to consider how this gets expensed, like when and how it hits retained earnings, where and how it shows up on the balance sheet, because it could show up as a drag where SAR, stock appreciation rights, and phantom stock get parked in as some sort of expense. And over time, like you could see your company improve, but you could see this as a counterforce, as a drag against your valuation. If the stock keeps going up in price, then maybe the expense also goes up, and you have two forces competing against each other, possibly in a fundamental way, if you believe in that sort of thing and if that thing matters. So that's basically what I wanted to mention. Was maybe not an investment idea per se, but Just something for people, maybe glance at if you're a nerd like me and really like this type of stuff, as far as like a learning thing.
This is not. They're just surviving on debt.
Yeah, it's ugly. It is ugly.
It's such low cash flow.
Yep. Yep. Like they're one of the metrics I like is inventory turnover. So for those that don't know, you take cost of goods sold and you divide it by average inventory. These guys have had like a maybe above two, oftentimes like sometimes like below two uh, for their inventory turnover ratio. Like that's you would expect that for luxury, and you'd expect the margins to like explain that. For this though, like you have no margin, you have no turnover, you have no efficiency. Like yeah. So this is probably trash, but for educational purposes, it's something to glance at and see what they do. Last I saw, they're Barrington Capital fired the shot across the bow, so to speak. They sent a letter in to announce their intentions. And management hasn't said anything last I saw. And there's a whole bunch of things that management can do where shareholders will get caught in the crossfire.
What is this? A Q&A?
Yeah.
I've never seen this on a. Oh man, they're in trouble. I've never seen a freaking Q&A on a. Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
interesting.
Yeah, this is like dumpster
or an FAQ on the investor relations page.
Yep.
Yeah, they're. Oh,
Yep.
I would have almost said there must be some investor that's like challenging them, but you said that's already happening.
Oh yeah. So this is, just pop in some popcorn, and if you like learning, here's an opportunity for us to all learn together in real time.
Interesting. Well, like so, this one I'm looking at more. I just listened to their earnings today, most recent transcripts. So this is what the problem with the consulting businesses. A lot of them they all deal in different segments. So I'm trying to figure out which ones are in green technology and water scarcity. So that's why like Jacob Solutions is. So I search like the transcripts for certain terms like water. So they even were talking about during their the earnings call, diverse, greater than $2 billion water business. So they're already in this space.
Yep.
So they help me. They bid on contracts for municipalities for water projects. Yeah, they were working with New Zealand, local water supply, groundwater issues.
Okay.
So I'm just beginning into this, but I find this so interesting. So like, I don't know, like this is a different idea for people. Like if you're just like a value investor, you're just trying to find companies that you think are priced, not appropriately. So I'm thinking maybe they are priced appropriately, but the market, either they're going to take over competitors or the addressable market that they're in is just going to grow, right? And then there's growth opportunities. So it's a different way of thinking for investments. And I keep saying I don't think retail investors have any sort of advantage in value investing. I don't. Like I bought Carrier based on the forward potential of heat pumps, and that whole segment's just going to keep growing, that market, and it has to grow, and it's politically driven, not just economically driven. When politics get involved, it doesn't always. It's like, well, the businesses have to be convinced to get heat pumps. Like, well, if it's political, no, because they can pass laws to require them to take on that, adopt that technology. Which is where you want to be. So I don't know. I think this is where you can have a competitive advantage. If you can understand some of this technology, or you're like me, you have friends that are engineers and family. I don't know. But the world is going this direction. I don't care if Trump's president or whoever. The world is going in this direction. Water security, water scarcity is now and will be a problem continuing. And just the decarbonization and the elimination of fossil fuels. I mean, you can argue how long it's going to take, but it is going to happen. So I want to be in those spaces. Like I don't want to invest. Even if you showed me Hanes, good example. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care if a valuation model tells me that Hanes
Yeah.
underwear is severely undervalued.
No, for sure.
There's nothing there for me. Like I have
Yeah.
no interest in buying a company that makes underwear. I want to be in the spaces that I know are growing. And I'm not going to debate fair value. You know, I can see if something's overvalued to some degree because you can compare it to competitors. But I don't know.
Yeah. Like because the most I could say for Hanes is like, okay, if there's a recession, instead of like more customizable underwear options, people go for the more bulk. And that's a tailwind. Activist investor, maybe they succeed and they're correct. There's a catalyst. All right, whoop-de-doo, what's the prices that I'm going to attach this? I don't freaking know. Like, I can give you guesses, I can give you ranges, but I guarantee you I'm going to be wrong.
Yeah.
So it's that all I did with that was just mention that for just learning.
So well, anyways, for me, I'm just gonna keep looking. So
no. This is good, like, because oftentimes like a lot of like this strikes me as something that is very easy to overlook, but it can show like impressive numbers also to match the story.
This is the thing that and this part of the YouTube is like, the full-time creators will never talk about stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because there's no one's gonna watch it. Like nobody gives a shit. They don't understand it. It's not popular.
Yeah.
And people, YouTube investors suck. I'm like, well, they just talk about what you want them to talk about. They're gonna keep talking about PayPal. You're gonna be PayPal with that. That's just the way it is. So I don't know. But like there was this one, I didn't go too far into it. Simpsons Manufacturing. I just got a little starter and never went more than that. But I mean, look at this friggin' company go.
Yep.
And they make, the engineered fasteners to build houses and buildings. So, and it's probably only going to get better for them. But
very nice.
So, or you can get PayPal with 9% growth, and they don't really know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They might take more loans on and hope KKR is going to buy more of it. Yeah. But who friggin' knows? Yeah, whatever. There's no moat. It's just a race to the bottom with those companies. So, anyways.
Wow, you're making Hanes brand sound like okay to PayPal in comparison.
You never know. This is a useful tool for people that have Seeking Alpha. People trash Seeking Alpha. Okay, you find a company you find interesting, but then this will give you peers that you can continue to do research. There's other ways to look to find peers, but this is a quicker way to do it. And the peers aren't always exactly right. Sometimes, like Leidos Holdings isn't a good peer for this because they're a government contractor, specifically like military, which this company's not. So kind of not really. But this is a useful tool for research purposes. And the rankings just give you an idea of what type of companies are in this space. So these are like consulting companies. So like this one at the top, not in the same business as Jacobs. They're in like healthcare, medical consulting. But I find these companies interesting. I'm going to look more into these consulting companies. Find them interesting. That might be next week's episode.
No, that definitely will be a great one. Like if you have me on or not, like I'll be interested as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So this is great to look forward to for sure.
Who's here?
Yep.
Did Fabio must have ended?
Yeah, that's my guess. Yeah.
Dan, what's your take on equity capital? They have home building. I don't. What is equity capital?
Wait, I think it might be EQC, the ticker. Fabio mentioned this one because it's a REITs that only has like 4 properties and is mostly cash. So the theory, like it's like heavy cash. It's just that like if you look at their SG&A though, like they have like barely any employees, but that SG&A is like kind of high.
I think I remember him talking about this a while.
Yeah. So you mentioned it again just because like
they just hold money for deals and then they never have.
Yeah, they keep not finding deals. Oh, we'll
Sounds like a
see.
pyramid.
Yeah. Like I guess Fabio said like they mentioned that they're now at least considering the possibility to close up shop or just outright buy another REIT. Um, and their price is now getting around that value where it's like, okay, maybe it's on the radar.
What is this? IEX. Wait,
Um,
oh, okay.
um,
Interesting. Oh, they do like okay, valves. Checked. Oh, Jesus.
oh, okay.
It's a lot to think about.
Yep. Picks and shovels.
Mm-hmm. Some of this stuff, like I have to like, I don't understand. You know, it's some of these are really hard to understand.
Yeah.
You have to start looking at trade magazines sometimes, but
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure.
Are there specific like metrics or ratios that you really like when it comes to like these nuanced companies that deal with like real world products, like physical goods?
There's like I said, you can look up patents, which don't really tell you a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these companies, it's really important, I think, to listen to management.
Alrighty.
Because they'll give you like a direction of where they're going.
Yeah.
And then you have to like they'll have like different branches, and it's almost like it's not really a conglomerate, but they'll have like different business segments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to keep track of the different segments, how they're growing, and then, where they're putting their effort towards at that time.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But yeah, you're trying to find like, do they have a product that's better than their competitors, or are they just more efficient? Which a lot of times, and then like consulting engineering, it's not really about like they're a more efficient business.
Mm-hmm. Look at that, actual real proper gross margin.
I mean, yeah.
A real profit margin right there, as opposed to the Haynes brand trash that I mentioned.
Jesus. Free cash flow margins, pretty good.
Yep.
I don't know anything about this company though. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in fire safety. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because Carrier is selling their fire safety business.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, they already did, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honks for bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, you already did that.
Yep. Mentioning. Yeah. I don't know about modern day, like present day Michael Jordan for that. I would totally understand if someone were to buy PayPal before Haynes.
I'm don't know, actually.
But yeah, like
he likes it. Well, he's Mr. Popular Video.
Oh no.
I can tell if you're joking.
Yeah.
Underwear. What was
we got it. We got a Kingdom of Finance. It's trash.
I mean, there can be redemption for these clothing companies.
Oh yeah. Like to
look at this. Look what Abercrombie's done.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like. Mm-hmm.
Like I was following. So I mean, they can come back from the dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah. Like I don't think it's impossible for Haynes to do that. So like I'm not like rushing to short the thing.
It's just interesting with like Abercrombie. Like their revenue's down, but.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people are so excited.
Yeah. Hell, I mean, one of the other clothing like brands that I was aware of was Capri Holdings. They own like Versace, Jimmy Choo's, and
they were buying or they were going to get bought by Tapestry, right?
Yep. Yeah. That's the reason why they freaking rocketed. Like,
it's fun. Like they were like similar size companies, so. When they said, I understand why Tapestry tanked on the news because people were probably like, how the hell is it Tapestry wasn't that much bigger than them. The Capri one before the announcement.
How much leverage are you taking on there, buddy?
Yeah. So Tapestry right now,
Yep.
8.25.
Yeah.
Capri, right?
Yep.
Was it this one?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That one.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
how the F are you buying them? They're almost the same size as you. Oh, this
Oh
this
yeah.
is the dangerous part of they have. It's obviously going to be debt. I mean, I would
Oh
assume
yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of debt. Um,
Almost certainly.
so, yeesh, Jesus, this is
Yeah.
part of the reason why I didn't like the L3 Harris. I kind of left that because I didn't.
Yeah.
I could tell. I mean, obviously L3 Harris didn't have the cash to buy Aerojet,
Hmm.
so they had to go about other means to buy it. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, nope, pulling out of
Yeah.
that. So I just stuck to my Northrop and Lockheed Martin for now.
Yeah.
But
It's good. It's good. Like we I think most of us know that balance sheet is just snapshot in time, but balance sheet health like really does matter.
I mean, you can see kind of like
Yep.
I don't remember exactly how they bought it. Don't quote me.
It's all good because like either way, like you as a shareholder, whether they buy it with cash, debt, or like stock, like either way, you're not going to be happy unless like it legitimately is that good.
I just have concern because their goal they want to rapidly expand the
Yeah.
contracting of Aerojet rocket, and I question because they don't have that sort of expertise.
Oh yeah.
L3 Harris has never been in the business that Aerojet is, so
Yep.
they create electronic, they drones, aviation electronics, communication equipment is like L3
Yep.
Harris is like niche. So now they're a full blooded military contractor now is what they're trying to do, on par with like Lockheed or General Dynamics,
Hmm.
which have their hands in everything. So now they're going to be in competition with people they've never really been before, right?
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah. No, it's. I think you're very right, and I think people need to be careful on
mhm.
listening to you, because when you listen to management, like really listen to management, because if they want, say, like we want more contracts, or in United Airlines, I think it was like way back in the day, one of the airlines, they're like, we want to be the biggest airline. Okay, well, at what cost? And in the case of contracting, well, okay, you want to have the most contracts, but does that mean you're going to be undercutting yourself? Are you going to be
Yeah.
making deals that like screw your margins? Yeah,
So
yeah. Definitely be careful.
like they had a great, I don't know, they
Yep.
just had a great business,
Hmm.
electronic warfare,
Yep.
command and control.
Yep.
So just drone and electronic warfare solutions and
Hmm.
communication equipment. Like that was their niche. And now they're going, yeah, it's unknown territory.
Yeah.
Um, will it work? I don't know. It's not really what they've ever done before.
Yep.
And so, but they decided to take that chance, right? Put the money
Yeah.
out for more growth, which the other option was to stay in their niche and become either more efficient, better margins, or return value to shareholders, right? With
Yeah.
dividends or buying shares back. So
Mhm.
they took one route, the CVS route. Remember we talked about there's CVS. It's a great. There's CVS and
Yep.
there's Home Depot.
Yep.
That's really how you need to understand businesses. So
Hmm.
they decided to take the CVS route. Um, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Um, they could have taken the Home Depot route, which might have been better. We'll find
Yeah.
out. Look who's here
Oh, Gundar. Gundar.
and buy stocks.
Yep.
I have to buy Elf. Okay, they don't actually make drones though
Yeah.
necessarily.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean they make the drone. They might make parts of a drone, Fuhat.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, government contracting can be a funny beast because, like, even if you're right, like, and there's patents and all that. Yeah, of course they're gonna get their slice, but like magically, a factory owned by a different company can produce the thing that.
okay, here's what I was thinking about this. I'm like,
Yeah.
the contracts follow. Like the U.S. is going to adopt contracts for what's going on. They're going to take lessons from Ukraine.
Yeah.
We're getting real intelligence about how to fight the Russians, right? So this is great for our intelligence services. So the military contracts are going to follow what we learn from what the Ukrainians are doing.
Yep.
So what have we learned? Drones are pivotal, but not expensive drones like Reapers, just like cheap little civilian drones. So that might not be anything military contracting wise, but artillery is king, right? That's the biggest thing we've learned. Precision artillery, long range artillery is the most important lesson I think we've learned from Ukraine so far, and precision guided, missiles.
Oh yeah.
So like here, so I guarantee you're going to start seeing big contracts for Paladin systems, which is the best artillery we've got, howitzer wise. Do you know who makes them?
I don't know, and I don't even know if they're publicly traded.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they are? Oh, that's very cool.
AE makes the Paladin. It's not even an American company; it's British. So you think, oh, I'm going to buy them, but guess people have already gotten onto it, so you're too late.
Yeah.
you're so like you're a month late because they've already caught on to it. So if you're gonna trade like this, you've got to be dead on and you've got to be ahead of the game. Yeah. So I would argue you missed out at this point. So no, I don't play those day trading games with military contractors. I've just stuck with the two that I like long term because they have space assets. I think space, it's all going to go to space eventually anyway, like a lot of the money. But this is a very interesting company though.
No, for sure.
I don't know a lot about them, but they have a lot of technology and artillery systems, missiles. So
I forgot that those guys had artillery and missiles underneath them. Like I was aware of them, but I never really did serious digging in on them.
Okay, I do not know what Raytheon's done when I was on vacation. I just wanted to check.
Oh,
okay,
perfectly good. Yeah,
I saw people. Oh my god, when they dropped like a rock. Okay, when they did this because of the concerns during the earnings call about their Pratt and Whitney engines.
Oh yeah,
the concern about coatings they use that they're going to have to do inspections. So like they have to do inspections. They're not saying there's necessarily something wrong, but they have to check. And this happened. I saw people on Reddit were like going crazy buying Raytheon when this dropped here, and I'm just like, what the F are you people doing? Like, this is not a day trading stock. Like, I sold out of Raytheon a while ago. I think I mentioned it on Discord. It was probably a year and a half ago at this point. I sold it because I don't see how much they were at that point. $100 a share, like $140 billion market cap. And I'm just like, I don't see how they get any bigger.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they got as big as they could because you can only grow so many percentage a year. Like military contracts only grow at a certain rate. You're not getting 20% growth in military contracts per year.
Especially when you hit a certain size.
Yeah, I'm like, they're the biggest military contract. I'm like, how much bigger do you think they're going to get at this point?
NVIDIA big.
So this one, I don't see it. I don't.
Yeah.
But anyways, look who.
Jeez. Yeah, well, at least we know for sure that the capital mindset call is ended.
Oh God, he wants me to PayPal.
Oh geez, why? What did we ever do to you, Fabio?
Give me PayPal. Okay, I didn't say. I did have 2 puts on PayPal for earnings.
Did you win?
I've tried not to cite. Yeah, it was pretty good actually.
Winner.
I'm trying not to mention this stuff, but Jeremy was so confident about PayPal before earnings. I'm just like, no, he's not getting this. So it was only 2 though. I take your enthusiasm and I drink it up. I'm getting to learn on war.
Yeah. I'll mention this to Fabio because he'll know what it is. Monthly with weird spacing and exclamation point or capital letters.
God, I can't keep up with this.
Yeah. You know what? Fuhat is the one who started this.
Oh, oh my God. He
changed it.
Years ago? Okay.
Oh, jeez.
This is like I don't know anything about software companies or grow. That's why I just buy SCHG. So, oof.
Yeah, then that's the 1 year. Like, if he bought it 2 years ago and still held, like,
oh Lord.
Yeah, it just doesn't look any better.
This is your grandpa's fintech. I don't understand why everyone's so excited about it.
Yeah,
this company was spun off from eBay like 20 years ago. What is so interesting about PayPal?
If Fabio types in PayPal one more time, I will actually like contribute analysis, but in a trolly way.
I'm just a hater, I guess.
Yeah.
So. I should do a follow up. Fabio and me did the SoFi, and then it was
dear God,
it was $5 and went to $4, and we were laughing, and then it started going up. So,
he did it.
And then we both bought really small small positions to take some of the SoFi profits. But
you're getting trolled, Dan, and by you I mean me, because they keep typing PayPal.
For love of God.
Yep. Okay, so my evaluation for PayPal is it's best to do a comparative one, but you got to make sure you pick the right companies in the industry. Therefore, I recommend you compare them to AMX, Visa, and MasterCard.
You know what? This guy is really excited. I am buying PayPal now.
Oh, dear God.
Dair Shomasha.
Oh, dear God. Why?
I am loading up at this price. Look at him. I learned this from Kingdom. I didn't know this, that you can, if they wrote previous articles, do you see this chart here?
Oh, okay.
It'll tell you if they wrote an article, and it'll attach to the price, and it'll tell you if it was a sell, hold, or buy article. So friggin' funny.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, he literally say, okay, he's not a clown. Okay.
Yeah. So far.
Let's find a good one. Let's see. F this guy. I want someone that's written multiple articles. Oh, here we go. Look at
there we go.
There we go. Buy it. Nope. Buy it. Nope. Okay, he was kind of right on that one.
Yeah.
Now he's just not right.
He's just averaging down. It's going to be a winner.
Okay. You cannot say no to that. Double buy alert. Double.
Yep. Double.
I don't know.
I don't know. You know what else starts with a dub?
I don't know. Maybe it'll freaking make money. I just don't really care to buy it. So.
Winner starts with dub. It's an easy dub.
Oh, look at Paul's big win. Oh my God, he's such a freaking genius. I bought it at 99. I'm so genius, and he's bragging about it. I'm like, it's fucking 3M, dude. Like, you're gonna buy this. Like, all your research leads you to 3M.
Yeah.
And he's long term, right? He's never a speculative guy, so he can't say that he sold it at 107 because like you tell us you're long term all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You never tell us you're anything but long term. So it would have been a nice little trade on the news related to the lawsuits, but that's not what he does though. So you can't claim you do it now. But
yeah, and even then, like is that really that meaningful?
Feel like, oh, lawsuits are over. Oh wait, we own 3M. It's trash. Yeah. Why do I want to own 3M? I'm not freaking.
Post-it notes.
This was his moment. This was Paul's one moment of glory. But so I'm gonna lose viewers here.
It's all good. If they endured through Hanes brand somehow.
We started off on topics, all right. We had set topics, so people can. There you go.
Yeah,
this one killed.
There's the recording. Oh dear God.
He was buying this when it got. He was buying it here.
Yep.
And you can go watch his videos. It's freaking clownish. Like it was straight story investing, worse than other people. I don't say. Yeah. But yeah, he's like, well, people go on cruises because they've been stuck at home and they're going to go cruise. That was his thesis. He was buying it in the 20s, so it's never recovered. Yeah. But I'm sure he'll lie and say he has cash accrued puts. So joke's on us. But
like I was in there like pretty close to that, at the time, and yeah, it was just ugly. It was just ugly. The whole like because CCL, there was like I was there when they also announced like share dilution, and he was like, oh yeah, it modifies my price a little bit from like mid high 20s to like low 20s, and here we sit still. Oh no, KRC now.
Well, Fabio, do you want to come on and pump your KRC and brag
Yeah.
about? I mean, I didn't trash it, but you can.
Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah.
I thought it was fine.
Fabio, Fabio taking victory laps when like none of us have like crapped on him.
I was with him kind of just on the East Coast. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have anything. I don't know.
No, they're REITs. Like if you know what you're doing, cool. Like
What the fuck are you doing? So, well, good on you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm paused here. I'm getting spammed.
Yep.
Yeah, someone asked about MLPs, and I was like, yesterday, I was like, why are you buying MLPs? Like, where the hell did that idea come from? See, I'm wearing my Ubisoft. Oh,
oh dear God. Yeah. Yep. He's full victory lap.
Are we brag? Really? This is Bragtown now. So.
Oh, okay. We're all just flexing your things.
We flexing?
For
okay,
me,
I was
for me-
buying carrier right here. I was buying carrier right there. Right there. You love it? You can't time the market. Markets are efficient. You can't do that. You're a stock picking clown. You can't know nothing. Yeah, okay. But that's my only.
I'm enjoying. Oh, okay. Okay, Gondar.
Wait,
Gondar's
that was
into
it.
this.
Gondar, I was just about to ask you the construction company that you told me about, and then freaking Kramer was talking about it at Mad Money. That's it.
Yep.
Yes.
There we go. So this was did you actually get in on this, Andrew?
Yeah, did you buy? I know we talked about construction companies. Jeez, it was like 4 or 5 months ago, I think. How did their earnings do? Is that earnings today? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. That's pretty good. Yeah, because I was looking at a construction. There was a Trinity Industrial, which is a train leasing company.
Yeah.
They spun off a construction company, and I was looking at it. And then he mentioned, when I said I was looking at it, he mentioned Sterling. That's another just straight up construction companies for so I was looking at the engineering consulting companies, but construction companies is another angle for onshoring.
Yeah.
Man, good for them.
Yep. Up Andrew is claiming up 140%. Yeah, that beats my meta earnings that I screwed up my exit on.
I think this is the place people should focus their attention on. Yeah. Construction, water security, companies that can be part of decarbonization efforts of the governmental, entities across the world, really, not just America.
But. You think there might be a window of opportunity, like somewhat thinking ahead, where like, okay, so all this stuff is getting built out. Things like replacement parts, like O-rings, or I don't know, like some other like fasteners, or I don't know. I'm out of my like league here, but like other things like that. You think that might be the play going forward of like maintenance parts manufacturers or servicers, possibly?
Oh, it's tough to say.
Yeah, like I mean, it probably is too early because like a lot of this stuff is either being built or just recently got built. It's my guess, but
well, like some company might come in and just swoop in.
Yeah,
to that space.
Yep. Oh, we got to pump Yeti now because he's here. That was a great video.
I've looked at Yeti legitimately as an investment, which was hilarious that he made but hey, it actually went up, so I actually would have been right if I got into it.
X equals 8, just one line vertical.
I was looking at it when it was like mid. I think it was looking at it here. I think it was like 30. Yeah, this looks right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I don't know. Their financials kind of look like dog shit, honestly. I didn't see anything impressive about it. So
yeah. I mean, great reputation for the customers. The last I heard, but it's been a few years since I like really.
Well, you can look like Yeti display.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if it shows. I don't know if this is the one near me, but I mean, you can look like friggin' Dick's went all in on Yeti.
Yeah.
And when they're doing so Dick's has been taking the gun parts of the stores out because they're not doing Field and Stream and the firearms anymore.
Yeah.
So when they remodel the stores, they're basically filling that space that used to be guns. They needed something else to fill the space, and they've expanded the Yeti merchandise in the Dick's Sporting Goods. So like the store that in my area, man, it's like the whole frontage is Yeti stuff, Yeti merch, coolers, the bottles, these stupid bottles, and all this.
Think it might be an inventory glut, or
I just looked at it. I'm like, okay, how much more can they expand? They're already taking up so much of the store at this point. It would worry me.
That
I
is
could see
concerning.
Dick's is benefiting from this. Which they've been doing really well. So, part of the reason I want to get in ASO. If they can even get to the valuation of Dick's, that's going to be a good gain. But we'll see. I'm waiting on it.
Yeah. ASO has been on people's radars for sure.
I know what you're saying though about the inventory. So
yeah,
that would be my question there.
Oof. So that's been
just because they're expanding into Dick's more it's not necessarily a good thing. Like you said, now they've had to put out a lot of inventory that they didn't have in the past. Although debt's down.
So hopefully it holds.
Cole, look at this. You're an investor. All right, I need to see on their earnings the office coolers. So the whole office that's a cooler. Yeah, I need to see it.
Yeah. Yeti Homes, they'll spin off that, and they'll spin off a REIT. They'll own 20% of it at least.
I'm probably the only one here that actually is in the refrigeration business with Tran. So I'm actually in that space already. Cole's just copying my shit. So. Have you talked to? Oh,
no.
Man, that would have to be a whole nother week for me for military because I can show. I'd want to do it. Like I could show some of the technology that I'm interested in. Maybe some of the technicals. I'm only in Northrop and Lockheed at this point. I've been following though what's going on in Ukraine. It's giving me some ideas. Nothing yet. Any office space.
If people have access to the Korean markets, if the Koreans are producing their own artillery ammunition, that might be a thing, because quietly what we have done to help supply Ukraine is to send them some of ours, and also tap the Koreans and say, hey, we know you have a huge amount, give us some of that. So that way we still have the same amount of artillery shells. Allegedly. I haven't been able to see anything hard or concrete, but broad strokes.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking at.
Yeah.
Road. No, I'm trying to remember the one I asked about. I don't know. I'll find it later.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find it because it'll make for one hell of a stream or video for next week.
Yeah. I am a bot.
Yeah.
I can't even talk. It's just constant comments. We were good for the first 50 minutes, and then
we
got through all the topics, but
it's all good. It's all
we
good.
just talked about, we glorified my stock picking genius of XOP. So
yeah.
that
For
4%
me,
2 weeks.
the only thing I'm sitting on right now is overstock gains that I haven't realized yet so far. So we'll see how that goes going forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this with my consultant or the consultant. Oh, it's a whole nother industry to look at. It's like, how much time do you have? But
you could outsource some of it, maybe, assuming there's respectable people that you outsource it to.
This is what it's interesting. But the what the hell is it? WMS? No. I'm probably screwing it up. That's not it. No.
Yeah.
It's a water drainage company, and freaking things up 50% in like the last month and a half. Yeah.
Holy hell.
Anyways.
There's always a bull market somewhere. Some guy said that.
Oil stocks are lame as F. Depends on when you buy them.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Depends on when and depends on what type.
I haven't bought. I mean, like long-term holdings. It's just been ETFs and Cigna.
Yeah,
I've been doing a lot of short. I need to stop. I'm gonna get burnt. It's been working so well that I'm sure. I don't know. I think I'm like, I might be 7 of 9 on my last bunch of puts.
I mean, the good thing is like if they're similar to the last one that you mentioned, like you keep it at reasonable and responsible, like position size.
I've already rode. Okay, I've already rode one Richard Branson company to bankruptcy. We're going for 2. You just wait for this thing to pop on stupid news. There was the first, and then you just get out, and then you wait for the next pop on stupid news, and you write it down. Investing's easy. I don't know why people have so much problem. So yeah, they did their first flight, $1 million of revenue or some crap. And they have like $150 million of like expenses. It's the dumbest business ever.
Greatest business model ever.
Yeah, greatest business model for him to make money. But
yeah, because wasn't this a SPAC?
Yeah, I think this one was. This was a Chamath, of course.
Yep.
So
yep. Good old Chamath.
Yeah. Forget the dividends, just short crap.
Option premium is the dividend.
Yeah, Andrew, he's right near where they're blasting off these things.
Poor Andrew.
Are you going to get like a BOGO discount since you're a local to fly on space flights, right?
Yeah.
Hometown discount?
Yeah. Buy enough shares, get 2 tickets free.
So those planes, so they only have 4 people in those planes, but they're only really, I think only 3 of them are paying passengers because the 4th one's going to be like a trainee astronaut or something. Yep. So 3 people are paying for the whole cost of like a plane to almost go to space. They're not technically going to space. So such a ridiculous, the whole thing just is so like ridiculous that they even went public with that company. I don't know. BOGO.
Just be sure
2 bankruptcies for one.
Just be sure to depreciate the land there.
Oh my God. Space tour. What was it? Neil deGrasse Tyson said space is for science, not tourism. Like the whole concept of tourism in space, like just ridiculous.
Yeah. This space, like it tries to kill you.
So yeah, they yeah, remember the publicity stunt when he and then the Blue Origin one too. Bezos did. And then they interviewed him after and he had to put his cowboy hat on. Oh, wait. Okay. What was it? Oh my God. Here it is. Yes, this part. Yep. So it went out
Yep.
So magical. Oh. Yeah, where is it? So did someone give him the hat? So someone's holding the cowboy hat, I would assume. Like outside, unless he had it in with him. I don't remember. Okay, there was this weird part where like, why are they not out already? What is going on? Okay, come on. Yep. Here it is. Okay, it opens. Yep. Yeah, there you have it. There it is. Cowboy, like
random side note, like Bezos's laugh is one of those distinct ones that's for me hard to describe.
This was so and look, all like the people around had to wear the hats too.
Yep.
I bet they put out emails, you must wear the Bezos hat. How many of these people were paid and forced to be there? Like had to clap, freaking being rich is good, I guess. So.
You think those hats were delivered on Amazon?
So chain bridge one. What? What is this?
What?
Is this already out?
What?
Chain bridge one. Oh my god. What are you talking about? Oh, that's a SPAC, $10.
Yeah.
Is it just is it waiting to buy something? It's just out there.
Yeah.
It's just waiting to buy something, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. When you go up 2 knots. Because none of them go to space, right? Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic technically aren't going to space.
No.
So what do you get a bumper sticker? I almost got there. Like
went to not space.
Oh my god. It was too.
Yes. I didn't want to say it, but I can rely on Cole to say it.
No, it was. It definitely was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Officially on.
No, look at it. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty
phallic.
Oh, that's the Blue Origin one.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. I can't get over that these are publicly traded company, or this one is anyways. Oh, look at me. Like, yeah. All right. He's filling my coffers though.
Yep.
So. I guess
just keep doing you, buddy.
This went off track for last time.
Hey, you got to give the people some value here.
Just remember, when you follow a YouTuber, like look at the channel, assess their checklist. All right, so next week Cole's going to come on, and we're going to do 2 hours on Yeti and potential strategies for buying iron. We're going to do Iron Condor strategies on executing options. I want Cole to buy a Yeti option, like 1 year out. I want to see it. I love it. He should do it. Oh, too soon.
Jeez.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's rough.
Oh.
And they're 10. Oh, hey.
Yeah,
there you go, everyone. Yeah, there you go, everyone. Shout out Road.
Yep, Road's in there.
Yep, Road got mentioned.
F Yeti. No. I'm all in on YouTube channel.
Yeah, my guess is PP ETF.
No, there you go. That's for you, Cole. Buzz. Social sentiment ETF. So this is all about retail sentiment on stocks. So there you go. That's what retail's talking about.
Yep.
So.
Not wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, next week, either military. No, I want to do consultant and engineering firms, maybe.
Yeah,
or military. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to buy any more military companies right now. Like BAE, I missed it. If I'd known, if I was a few weeks earlier, I might have done that one. I don't know, possible. But I think, just follow what's going on in Ukraine if you want to see where the military is going to go. But I think in the end, most of their budget's going to start turning towards air and space, anyways.
Yeah.
But General Dynamic is getting contracts for armor, the Abrams 2, and then the replacement for Bradley fighting vehicle. So it's tough though. You can't. Military contracts don't work the way you think about, something's working in Ukraine, so they're just going to obviously dump money in their government contracts immediately and the stock will go up. It's like,
no.
It's not that
time.
Yeah, they don't move as fast as you think.
No.
Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
The clear value tax is an ETF? That fucking guy?
Yeah, that thing. I remember what Cole's talking about.
Yeah, you get crypto coins for buying a piece of their business.
Yeah.
Or you can buy into Meet Kevin's house hack that doesn't buy houses. Oh my God. Cole, you've got to do okay. You've got to do a video on this like you did with freaking Mo. With the retirement ETF or the retirement one. This video is so funny. Like, yeah, Cole, if you do because you did that retirement everything money video, it was hilarious. Like, he's just like, we're gonna buy houses. We're looking for opportunities. That's his update. They're not actually buying houses. They're ready to. So it's hilarious. Did you and he's making these stupid jackets because he got one from the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so now he's making them for himself. But
wait, how recent was this? Like,
I think it was like a week ago,
2
days ago.
Okay, god damn it.
Okay, I'm no more promoting me.
Yeah, darn New York. Like they're are they really trying to make a push for vests to come back, or is it like they had a huge amount of extra vests and they're like, here you go, we couldn't give you a Patagonia jacket?
Well, I guess that's what the mega chads at the Big Four, you wear khakis and a vest to work. I don't know. Maybe that's what he's going for.
Yeah.
He did say the vanguard of real estate.
Not the BlackRock.
Only Vanguard had a REIT ETF.
If only. Yeah.
Whatever.
Couldn't imagine.
Yeah, so I don't know. If you want to be a YouTuber, Cole. Oh well. All right. Any parting shots or?
No. I mean, I thought this was a great live stream. Hope that everyone does good and that I helped out. Glad to see that you're back home safe, and I hope that you and your family are doing great.
Yeah, it was fun. Disney's next year. Dun-dun.
Yeah.
Finally. They're old enough, so I'm going to torture myself at Disney next year. I don't know. Maybe squeeze in a beach trip, but
yeah.
The beach is fun. Everyone should go to the beach. I don't know. Find a beach with a boardwalk, get some nice food, get a boogie board, and make yourself look like an idiot. It's fun. Do that for a few days, and then, I don't know. It's always a good time. So with that, let me play an outro. Which one? All right, we'll play this my RoboCop, and we will see you later, people. Thank you.